Well, hey everybody. How's everybody doing? Well, we're back in the shed today. We got a little project we fixing to do. I told y'all, I gave you a few little hints on the last video about might be putting one of these front baskets on the bike. And you know, it's old news, okay, because I mean, I'm probably doing this several months late. There's some people been running baskets on the front of their bikes for months now, and ever since Magicycle came out, and I don't know, I'm just kind of late doing things. And well, why am I doing a video on it? Because there's no ride video today for me. I got the sciatica. Any of y'all ever had the sciatica? I'm singing the sciatica blues. That sciatica is over on my left side, and that thing running down my leg. And I tell you what, it's tough. I can barely walk around with it. Just struggle to just, you know, get up and down, put shoes on, things like that. So today, of course, I'm out here on my lunch break. I'm doing this little job here, and hey, I figured y'all like to hang around and watch this. So before we go too much further, hey, somebody roll that intro. Alright, let's get into it. Well, yeah, I told y'all that I was going to order one of these baskets. Well, it just so happened that Magicycle sent me one, because this was part of one of my videos that I had sent them, part of the ambassador program that I've been working with them on. And they asked me what I wanted, and I made them a little list. I had forgotten that I told them one of these baskets, and I just so happened to got one by FedEx. I think it was Friday. But yeah, I said, yeah, that's just in time, man. So we're gonna put a basket. I couldn't determine what I wanted to put it on, but I said, I don't think I'm gonna put it on this deer. It'll really make this deer look good. So we're going to put it on the deer, and we're going to use this basket to haul things. You know, we've been talking about them berries over there on Ridge Road. We're going to be going over there picking some berries. Yeah, be a good place to put some berries. Take a little half-gallon coffee can or something like that. Go over there and pick some berries and haul them back to the house. Get Susie Q to make us a cobbler. Yeah, old Bruce said he wasn't much of a berry man, but I think I could probably change his mind with some of this southern cooking around here. And you know, when you go to a catfish house around here, or one of these seafood buffets or whatever, they're always gonna have a cobbler cooked for dessert. And it's either going to be blackberry or apple cobbler or peach cobbler or something like that. It's a big thing. Yeah, my mama used to take them dewberries when we went and picked them, and she'd take and boil them things down and add the sugar to them and make jelly. Woo-wee. Y'all, she would take and make what we called a flitter. Okay, it's a little piece of like a hoe cake. Y'all familiar with what a hoe cake is? Looks like pancake mix. Okay, just make it up with flour and water and maybe whatever. I don't know what Mama used, but it'd make a little fritter about that big around, and she'd take that thing and she would slice it with a knife, and she'd put dewberry jelly in that thing and then close it back up and wrap it up in an aluminum foil, and we would take that off as our dessert for lunch. Now I'm gonna tell y'all ain't had nothing till you eat one of them flitters with the dewberry jelly in it. Now my brothers will tell you, that was some good stuff. Alright, let's get this thing out of here. Enough of the berry telling. Well, I tell you what, that Magicycle put that thing in a box. You hear me? You could you could package anything up in that box and it would stay put. Yeah, I'm like old, y'all know who any of y'all watch shows, Chef Paul Prudhomme? Y'all know him? He's a cook. He's a chef. Well, he owns his own restaurant down in New Orleans. Of course, you know they got a lot of good things to eat down there. But he owned his own restaurant, and he had him a television program. And whenever you seen him cook, he always sat down to cook. So I'm doing like old Chef Paul Prudhomme today. I'm gonna sit down while I do this. In parts where I have to get up, I'll probably cut them out because I don't want y'all to hear me moaning and groaning with this sciatica. Alright, we got a little bag here. Here's a basket. And here's a little bag of goodies. They sent an extension cord for this light here, because we're gonna have to change this. We're gonna have to reroute the way we're doing this light. Yep, the light's gonna actually mount on the front of the basket. I'll tell y'all what, I need to get around and wash this thing again and clean it up some. Maybe I can do a video on that. Washing the deer. It's not that bad. I mean, I don't go over extreme with it. Yeah, they sent some bolts. Now I don't know what's the difference in these bolts and the ones that's on here, but these have got some Loctite on them. I guess we'll use them. So, all right, let me get this thing. Let me get a few tools here squared around. I do know we got to take these things here loose, these 4 screws here. So I got me a 4mm hooked up in this old Ryobi here. Let's pop them out. Alrighty. Let's set these aside here. Let me get the... Okay, first thing we're going to do here is we're going to remove this light. Now the bracket and all will stay... Well, I don't know, we'll look at it. On Billy Wayne's, we took all that bracket off. I guess you won't need it no more, but I'm not going to throw it away in case I take the basket off. I can put that, change it out, put that back, take that basket off of there. I can put that light back on there. And it still got all the bracket and everything. Yeah, old Paul Prudhomme, he used to sit down and cook. He was a big man. Maybe he couldn't stand up good, I don't know. Like me. Alright, we're going to put this back on. That's the front fender hook up there. Alright, let's see. Next thing we're going to do, get our... I think we're going to go ahead and plug this extension cord in here for that wire. So we'll have that done. We're going to line up these arrows here. Whoop, that's the wrong side. You got to plug a male to female. Right, Bruce? Can't plug a male to male. I don't want to get into all that. Alright, there we go. Line the arrows up on the plugs. Now we got that extension cord in there. They put these screw holes kind of up in here on an angle. And I tell you, it don't make it easy. Me and Billy Wayne like to never got his done. Of course, I told y'all he's a turkey hunter. and he wanted his for hauling all of his junk around that he's got all turkey hunting. Turkey calls, coffee bottle, extra clothes, things like that. Yeah, they put that blue Loctite on there, and them thing, it makes it really hard to tighten up. I tell y'all what, I did them. I'm like old Justin Wilson, that old Cajun cook from down there at French Settlement, Louisiana. I put them top ones in while y'all wasn't looking. No, they wasn't easy. The way they got this basket built here, it wasn't easy to get them started. But I did. And I didn't tighten them all the way up because I wanted to leave them loose enough where I could start these here. Alright, let's get this knocked out here. Tell y'all a story about a pair of pliers wheel there with that light. A pair of pliers just like that right there. Just like these here that I got in my hand here. We was down there fishing down there by Bay St. Louis. Of course, I told y'all, Daddy, we had an old fishing camp down there. And Daddy always, we was always going out there fishing. We was out there in the mouth of, by the mouth of Catfish Bayou. Let's see, is this one going on the right? I think we just gonna put it right there. We was out there at the mouth of Catfish Bayou, and seemed like we wasn't doing too much that day. And somebody caught an eel. Now, y'all know what the eels are. This was just an old, I guess, freshwater, saltwater, brackish water, just an old eel that you catch in the brackish water. Somebody caught an eel. I know who it was. It was my cousin, Lynn. Young lady was out there with us. And she had caught an eel, and she went out, and she put that thing up there in the boat. And Daddy said, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't throw no eel in the boat. I got to get my pliers and take it off. Y'all, Daddy deathly scared of a snake. I mean, I guess that goes to say for a lot of us, you know. Who was it Bruce said he didn't do snakes? I don't like them either. But Daddy had that eel with that pair of pliers like this. And he was holding that eel. And he was trying to get that eel. He was trying to get that hook out of that eel. And that eel come up here and wrapped around his arm. And I tell y'all what. Somebody tell me what the end of that story was. Daddy threw the eel, pliers, and everything overboard. So somewhere out there at the mouth of Catfish Bayou, out there by Bay St. Louis, there is a pair of pliers, and it's probably got an eel attached to it. Yeah, Daddy throwed that. He wasn't gonna have no eel wrapping around his arm. That was funny. How's that? That looks pretty sharp, huh? That ought to see. Plus, I'm gonna put my little light that I got, that I'm getting for well, let's see. That light's gonna go on my Magicycle Cruiser. I got my little 1500 lumen light coming. Up under here, we're gonna put a zip tie, and they got the little place here for the zip tie to go. Ain't that special? I thought that's pretty nice. Yep. Remember my little zip tie pistol here? That thing does good with them zip ties now. Twist it and it snaps right off. So there you go. All I got to do now is just do a little wire management. And that thing's ready to get us on down the road. Hey, we go to Walgreens and get our medicines. Put them right in here. We go to, I don't know, wherever. Walmart. Pick up some honey buns and moon pies. Hey, right in there. There you go. Yeah, all we got left to do is just tighten up that, put our wire management cable back on there and tighten up them wires. We'd double check these bolts right here. Make sure everything's tight there. And hey, that looks good. Thank you, Magicycle. That's a nice basket. That's not no little plastic break-off thing. I can tell you that basket's gonna be there to stay. I looked at them one time and I said, whoo, that's a high price for them things. It wasn't about $100. But with my magic coins, you know, I got the magic coins. I think it dropped the price down about $79. Anyway, that's what I paid for Billy Wayne's. But this one here, yeah, I had ordered. They had gave me some free stuff for a video I did. And this is one thing that I had picked. I forgot about that. There's so much stuff coming and going a lot of time. I can't keep up with it. But we appreciate y'all watching. Hey, y'all stay tuned. And we'll see what we can do for next one. Hey, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. And if you want to buy one of these Magicycle bikes like this Deer right here, or one of these ocelots, hey, use that link in my description there if you will. And there's going to be some coupon codes in there that's going to save you some money. Yeah, some of y'all have already used them. Hey, we appreciate that. And some of you have told me that you're going to use them. And buy one using that link. Several of you have told me that. And hey, that's good. We appreciate that a lot. Well, look, it's a nice, bright, sunny day out there. Looks like the weather's turning around good and getting nice. So y'all get out if you can and enjoy that ride. We get this old sciatica healed up. We'll be back out there with y'all. We'll catch y'all on the flip-flop.